it's definitely been a while, and for good reason. Life happens, and life happens. So, I actually took the time to kind of think about what it is I want to do for people, how I can best serve the communities that I want to serve, and also what makes the most sense. Now, anybody can put together a Pinterest workout. Anybody can put together a workout that they think is going to work for their body or just kind of fool around. If you're doing it right, anything, oh my God, those goddamn beetles all year, and I'm kind of over it. Anyway, so yes, what is the best way I can serve? And also, like I was saying, you can kind of put together a workout. But the thing is, do you know or understand what it's supposed to do, how it's supposed to work, how to formulate a workout? Do you know what your body does when you do certain things, or what it's supposed to do when you do certain things? And I think most importantly, after 30 and even 35 and even 40, because I'll be 40 this year, do you know what's going on with your body? And so that is where I'm taking this channel. I want us to know what is going on with our bodies and to live the best way possible. And if that's what I have to, if I have to change the way I do things for us to figure it out, I'm happy to do so. And so today is not going to be a workout. Today is actually going to be 5 things that happen to your body after 30. And I think this is important because people tell us, like, bone loss and all that good, but they don't tell us about certain other things. Like, for some of us, we get late stage acne. Like, what? And I'll never forget, it was 2017. I was driving Uber, because who didn't? And I started breaking out. I've never had bad skin. I've always had decent to good skin. And I've had dry moments, but I've never had a situation like this where I literally, kid you not, my entire face broke out. Like, this whole side and this whole side. And when I tell you acne does something to your self-esteem, it does something to it makes you feel bad about yourself. And so when that happened to me, because before that, I would look at people with acne and be like, oh, they'll be okay. No, it's literally a confidence killer. And so I'm in my 30s and I'm having random bouts of acne. It made absolutely no sense to me. I didn't know where it came from, and I still to this day don't know how it happened, where it came from, or how I got rid of it. I can tell you this though. I stopped doing anything. Like, I stopped putting on makeup because I feel like that played a role in it. And then when it started happening, like when the first few bumps popped up, I got like crazy and started washing my face 2 and 3, 4 or 5 times a day. Well, I was wash it 2 anyway, but 3, 4, 5 times a day. That exacerbated the issue. It made my skin dry, and it made my skin try to kick that oil that normally is in there back into it, and it was over oiling, I guess, my skin. And so I was going from bad to worse trying to fix the problem when the problem was not my skin, it was hormonal. I'm sure of it. Because how it happened was so random. And so that went on for a couple of months. About 6 months I was dealing with that, and I was just like, what the hell? And I brought that up because this is how this new take on the channel happened. I talked to my friend yesterday, and she was telling me about this acne issue that she has, and I'm like, well, let me tell you something. This has happened to me, and this too shall pass, friend. This too shall pass. She's around the same age I was when it happened. Whatever the hormone drop is at that point is crazy, because when it happened, it felt like the earth shattered because I didn't understand it. And so about 6 months, maybe even 8 months, I was dealing with acne, and then one day it just started to clear up. There were some scars left on my skin for a while. They're gone now, thank God. That was like it's 2025, so that was in 2020 or 2017, so it's been a while, and it took a solid year for the scars to remove themselves, but I was able to cover those with makeup, and I got actually really heavy into makeup around that time. I wear very minimal makeup now because I just don't care. I don't have the time. I'm more into skincare, and we'll get on that in another video. Regardless, that is one thing that you may have to look forward to. However, do not freak out. Do not over clean your face. Do not over anything. Just do the bare minimum to keep your skin moisturized and healthy. Keep your phone away from it if you can. Keep anything away from it that's, a foreign object that may break out your skin, because it's at that point it's just so sensitive. You just don't want to put anything on it. Okay, you want to make sure to do the bare minimum. Let's talk about bladder control. Yes, I said it. Bladder control. So a couple of months ago, and vulnerable post here, vulnerable moment. I was coughing because I have a postnasal drip and it's disgusting. But I was coughing so much that I almost peed on myself. I squirted a little. Luckily, I was at home. I was like, what the? Not okay. What is it? Not okay. No one can tell me that my bladder is so loose or it's so loose that I'm going to start peeing on myself. No, I'm not accepting that. And so I actually had to do some research and I'm like, what are the reasons for this? And one of the reasons is literally aging. Like it says, the bladder muscle can weaken with age, decreasing its capacity to store urine. What I realized about that day is that I was actually holding my pee, but still, I have held my pee before and never have I almost peed on myself. Like, so that is something, like when you see those commercials, those, underwear cover commercials, or they're not quite Depends, but they're like little pads. You're like, oh, that's never gonna happen to me. I know it happened once. It may have happened twice, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to watch myself with that. And then so we all know the exercises, the Kegels or Kegels or however you say them. So that has always been kind of in and out of my routine. It's definitely in there now. Anything that I can do to keep myself, I'm gonna try and do. But other reasons that you may leak a little are nerve damage, constipation, urinary tract infection, obesity. Menopause, I am not there yet, leave me alone. Fluid intake, I drink so much water that may have played a huge role. I pee all the time, so that may have played a huge role on that. But nobody warns you after 30 that you might start peeing on yourself. What? Crazy. Crazy. But yeah, so that is something that you can look forward to, perhaps. Maybe not. I hope not, for your sake. Number 3, slow metabolism. This is something that we've heard about for a very long time. We know this is something that happens. And after 30, honestly, the energy level, the metabolism just starts to drop steadily. And if you don't continue working out, it catches up with you. And then getting back in the swing of things is so much more complicated. It's so hard to do at that point. So I have been fortunate enough to be consistent in working out and my fitness health just in general and I've been very active since I was little. I used to walk 2-3 miles between my parents' houses because I didn't want to be at one, so I'd go to the other. And so doing all that for the majority of my life, just staying active and staying fit and just keeping my energy level as high as possible has been good to me. My metabolism hasn't slowed down enough to where I feel like I'm losing myself. So just keep moving, keep being active, even if it's just like taking the stairs, like keep being active and moving your body, because once that hits, it's so hard to get back. I have a client right now who is not just her metabolism, it's her whole skeletal system that just doesn't move the way, like I can just raise my hands. And of course I'm quite a bit younger than her, but this is painful, just raising her hands. And I was like, is that she does have some damage to her muscle, but she even admitted, like, this is just from me doing nothing. This is from me sitting around. And so don't just sit around, move around, okay? Bone density loss. After 30, it drops, it drops, it drops. It drops. It drops. And so you have to take supplements. I recommend supplements. I think they're good for everyone. I'm going to get into a video. I'm going to do a video actually probably today because I have time. It's a supplement and vitamin checklist that I think everybody over the age of 30-35 should be taking. And this is for 40 and over 50. These are things that you should be taking. You should start in your 30s, if not younger. Taking some of these things like collagen is necessary. I don't know how necessary biotin is, but it helps. A lot of people love it. Sea moss is one of those things that people really love, but there are other ones that I think are more important, and I'm going to get into that video. Anyway, so the bone density loss is something that will happen overnight. You don't even know. And you just one day wake up and your bones are popping and they feel sore, and you're like, I did not do, a military run. What is this about? So I definitely, Caltrate, I definitely have my Black Girl vitamins on the way. I have vitamin D coming and collagen coming, and they were delayed. So if I can't find it in Target, I'm probably not gonna buy it again, which really sucks. But when I run out of vitamins, I'm not happy about it. So and I know first world problems, but it feels like I get thrown off. My body gets completely thrown off when I run out of vitamins, and this is the first time I've ordered from them. So maybe a little grace, but at the same time, I just really wanted my vitamins in the 10-day window that they said they were coming. 10 days is a long time. And then lastly, we have low energy. I cannot tell you how quickly that low energy life catches up with you. Like, you are moving and moving and moving and moving, and then one day you're just like, I don't want to. It hurts. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna sneeze. I did. Excuse me. Pardon. So I swear one day I just looked up and I was like, I'm not doing that today. Like, my body doesn't want, it's not in my spirit. It's not in my spirit. But you have to fight through the low energy moments. Like, don't hurt yourself trying to be, up and at 'em, but you got to fight through those moments, because that low energy will lead to like low metabolism. It will lead to deficiencies in the body. And so again, supplements help. Eating a lot of protein helps, and that's another whole nother video about how to get the required amount of protein. I'm supposed to have 200 grams a day. Still working on that. So trust me, I understand. I get it. However, you have to do things and eat food that's going to fuel your body to continue to be energetic and to move around. And I know it's very hard to do because the cost of food is crazy, but there are ways, and that's something we will talk about. So this channel is now about fitness and wellness and rebuilding our lives if we need to. It's a reset. It's like, what do I not know that I need to know? So yes, I will be putting out weekly videos, holding myself to that. And I'm so happy that you guys are here. If you got any information from this, please let me know. If you have any questions or any comments, or if you can share it with the other audience members who probably have, like, who wanted to jump in and be like, you wrong, or you right, or let me tell you, please tell me. I love a good story, and I would love to chat with you about it. I want to know more, and I know you guys want to know more. So thank you so much, and until next time.